Hi, I'm Lisa Hayden with Channel 6 Central Kentucky TV, community focus on Washington County. And with us today is a Washington Countyan, Coach Bernard Smalley.
Ex-coach.
Ex-coach, retired coach.
Yes.
And Springfield Park Manager, Director. So welcome, Bernard.
Thank you.
And you know, of course, congratulations to you on your, how many years?
36.
36 years coaching for the Washington County school system.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, those were in different capacities.
True.
So tell me where you started out.
St. Dominic's, where I went to school. I started with my dad at St. Dominic's Elementary. Helped him out, and then when he retired, I took over at St. Dominic's. I think it was 4 years I was there, coached basketball and football at St. D. And then I went on, helped, I think, Paul Turrell, assistant boys basketball coach. That was a few years. And then went on to help Tom Bystrick with the high school baseball, helped him for 4 years. Helped John Bam Carney, high school basketball. Was assistant under Artie Braden, high school basketball on the boys side. And then I went to the girls and helped J.T. Burton for 2 years, and then I was a head coach of the girls for 8 years. And then I moved over to the boys and stayed 5 years and just completed my 5th year and decided it was enough.
Ooh, that's a long career.
Mm-hmm.
But you love sports.
True.
So, and you played sports in grade school and high school.
And played in
Didn't
college.
you go to St. Dominic's?
I went to St. Dominic's, yes.
And you played basketball and football?
And my dad coached me. Jimmy Ballard coached me in football. My dad coached me in basketball, and Dick Ballard coached me in basketball. So I had a...
You're an all-round athlete.
I used to be. I always say it.
Yeah.
Used to be.
I understand you were a very good athlete. Yeah.
I was okay. I was okay.
And then you went to the high school, Washington County High School, and played basketball
and baseball.
Baseball.
Yes.
No football there.
No football. No.
Okay.
No.
And so, I mean, needless to say, and of course your dad was always coaching and involved in sports. And he probably played ball too before he became.
You know, I wasn't born, but I understand he was an excellent basketball player. That I always was told that. So of course I never.
That was before your time.
Yes, yes, before my time.
And then of course, you know, when he got his rheumatoid arthritis, that eventually put him in a wheelchair. But did it stop him from doing anything?
No,
Absolutely.
No, it did not. It did, you know, and I felt it's probably where, you know, I went off to college and played baseball in Cumberland, Lebanon, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, I got hurt and came back, and it probably was a calling card for me from God, because, you know, my dad was able to coach all these years, and he was disabled, so I guess it, you know, well, if my dad could do it, when I came back, I decided to do it, and I've been in it for at least 36 years and still going at it at the park.
Yeah, yeah. So, I forgot you played basketball at Cumberland.
Yes.
And then you
I got hurt, and I came back, and then that's when I started at St. Dominic's with my dad.
And been here ever since. Married Shorty.
Yes.
You met her here.
I met her
when you were coaching her daughter in.
Shorty played in church league, and her daughter coached her at. I left out softball. I coached softball too. Sister coached softball. Yes. And you know, she went on and played at Lindsey Wilson before she had her accident. But I think she was the first young lady to get a college scholarship in softball. So.
And you were coaching her at the time.
Yes.
That has to have been a rewarding experience.
It was.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
And but I know that, of course, you were honored at the high school after your last game, and the team was going to the district. No, was at or to the regional at the time.
District. It was next to last home game. We was getting ready for the district. And you know, I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff. So that night, my mom, she came to one ball game before, and I was like, what is she doing here? You know, and I was like, you know, my brother was like, well, I just decided to bring her to the game, and I was like, well, that's okay. So one of my older brothers had never been to a game. He come in, I was like, something's going on. And then a fellow was like, any pressure on you tonight? I said, what do you mean? He said, well, they honoring you tonight. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, no, it's just a game. But it was amazing. I think my wife, she got all of it. I mean, like she said, she baked 500 cookies in front of my face, and I didn't pay no attention to stuff, you know. and just seeing my ex-players there, it was over 200 ex-players that I coached,
gosh.
and then it far away as St. Louis, Missouri. You know, that was very special, and you know, I don't tear up very often, but that night I shed a few tears.
Yeah. Well, of course, all those players loved you, still love you, and so that's a real tribute to you, Bernard, because I saw some of the pictures on Facebook, you know, some of those, and of course, some of those teams, those girls' basketball team and stuff, went on to the state tournament.
Yes.
You were coaching then.
Yes, I was. We went to state under J.T. Burton. I think Brittany Elam was a junior, and Katie Filiatru was a senior. Went to Diddle Arena, and I was able to coach as a head coach. We went to Class A state at Richmond, so that was a great experience. But you know, just seeing those kids coming back, and you know, it like, well, evidently you meant something to them. So
yeah.
I was tickled to death, and you know, you hate to, and I always said, you know, when it's time and to give it up, and I was like, you know, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time, and it's time for somebody young to take over.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, certainly you're most deserving of that nice ceremony and all. And I think you were just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame at the high school.
No, it's been quite a while.
Has that been a while?
It's been like 10 years.
Oh gosh, 10 years ago.
Yes.
Oh, time flies when you're having fun.
It could have been longer than that, but I know at least 10 years ago.
Okay.
In the Washington County Hall of Fame, so that you know,
and your mom was there for it, so your mom Rosetta, and how many did Madge come in too? Your sister Madge?
Yes, she did make it in from Texas. She did.
I didn't get to see her. I wasn't able to be here, but you have how many siblings?
2 sisters and 5 older brothers. Yeah, so it's 8 of us all together.
Beverly, did she come?
No, she didn't make it.
She was in my class.
Yeah, she lives in Louisville, and she didn't make it.
Well.
And my other brothers was able to make it, so.
That's
and my mom, so I was, you know. Yeah. And then 4 years ago, Madge was in the Hall of Fame. She's got inducted in the Hall of Fame, high school, Washington County High School. So that's, you know, it's pretty amazing.
It certainly runs in your blood, in the Smalley blood.
Yeah, but the only sad thing about it, you know, our dad wasn't there to see it. You know, I tell this story on him. When he would be sitting home listening to the game, listening to Hal B. Good, and get home, he would tell me every single thing that we did wrong or happened in the game. It just amazed me. I was like, wow, he's sitting and listening to Hal B. And you know, after the game, he would call me up. Well, you should have did this, you should have did that. And 99% of the time, he was right.
Well, you learned from the best, didn't you, Bernard?
I did. I really did.
Yeah, you certainly did.
He taught me well, and I just, he didn't get to see me as a head coach. He got to see me a lot as assistant coach, but not as a head coach. But I knew, he was up there watching me. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Well, and then of course through you've been the park director, Springfield ILR park director for how many years?
I think it's 21, 22, something like that. It's been quite a while.
So your coaching career is not up completely,
No,
Bernard.
no. Dealing with, even now I have like any kid wanting baseball lessons, anything like that. I'm more than willing to give it to them. And it's like, how much it costs? I said, well, if you pay me, I'm not going to do it. I was like, if I can't do lessons for kids, help kids out for free, I'm not going to do it. So that's fun, and then seeing these kids grow up. And last year we had all-star team that finished third in the state in 11U. So they 12-year-olds now. They got stronger and bigger. So we
got a good chance.
Got a good chance
this year, right?
Yes. And the 5th boys little league district is at Washington here this year at the park.
When will that be?
June 29th. That's when it starts. June 29th. I think it runs to July the 6th.
Okay.
So it'll be.
That's going to be exciting.
It will be exciting, and especially if those kids can. They've been to the state 2 years in a row. So hopefully, they can make it this year. But we got to go. The state's in Prestonburg this year, so we're a distance away. But it's Springfield, small town, and those kids had a big following. Even though it's at Marion County, everybody go. But a year before that, they had we played in not Manchester, Pineville, and it was
had a good Springfield, Washington County crowd.
Yes,
didn't
we did. We sure did.
Yeah.
So that's what you love about Springfield.
So that's exciting, and everybody supports the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were lucky to have them all come down to City Hall during our city council meeting and honored them there. We were just delighted. And so this is going to be, who knows what's going to happen this year.
Their goal is to reach to Pennsylvania. You watch Little League World Series, and this is it for them. So, you never know. You got to have a little luck.
Yeah.
And stay healthy, so you never know. So hopefully we can make a run at it.
Who's coaching the team?
In the last 2 years, it's been Leonard Abel, Jeremy Mackin, Wesley Smith, and Kurt Blanford and Jerry Bartley. And I'm sure it'll be the same bunch again, coaching, because their sons are involved in it. So hopefully, you keep your fingers crossed. You never know. Well,
I know. Well, I'm excited. That's gonna be great. So we'll be following them, and then of course, as in a way, I mean, your job is to get other coaches to coach these teams at the park, and of course, you kind of coach them, coach the others.
True.
And because we want coaches that are. I know you're a stickler about that, and that's important, that your coaches have a good attitude and are inspiring the children and not
not reliving their childhood through the kids.
Yeah.
A lot of parents do that and coaches, but for the most part we have good it's volunteer basis, and we have great coaches.
Yeah. Are you in need of some coaches now, Bernard?
We just had sign-ups this past weekend, and we had a lot of sign-ups.
Sign-ups for
the youth league.
For the youth league.
That means T-ball through coach pitch. Little league starts in 2 weeks, so we and that's going to be pretty interesting. We broke it down again this year. Little league, we have 4 9 and 10-year-old teams and 3 11 12s. We had so many 9-year-olds. So we decided to break them down, because those 9-year-olds going against some 12-year-olds wouldn't be
right,
and they'd be scared to death.
Yeah.
And if a kid gets hit by a 12-year-old pitcher, and
it's gonna hurt him.
He's done. He's done from Little League. So we just broke them down in those age brackets, and I think it'd be neat. And on the girls' side, we have 4 teams in the girls 9 through 12 this year. So
And they're all together?
Yes, they all together.
Okay.
And girls is a little different. Softball, you know, you got to have have a good pitcher. And we got a couple pretty good pitchers, but you know, Marion County always they won the state the last 3 out of 4 years in the girls 12U and 10U, so they hard to compete against. But you know, our kids are getting better, especially the girls are getting better, and hopefully, you know, they finished second last 2 years ago, and when the district was here as 10-year-olds, so making improvement.
So yeah, well, who knows where they might be then this year. And so that's really good. So is it too late? Can anyone still sign up?
No. If you need, it is for Little League, for youth leagues from 3 to 8. If you still need to sign up, you can go to City Hall. They'll sign you up there. I think City Hall closes at 4:30.
4:30.
4:30.
Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30.
And at the park, I'm at the park from 8 to 5:30 or whatever. If you still want to sign up, you can go either place.
And and they would come to your office at the park if.
Yes.
But I know you're in and out because you're, you know, taking care of the grounds and doing one thing or another. So they could call you out there too, Bernard, at the park.
Yes,
or call City Hall.
Call
either
City
one.
Hall, yeah. And probably the easiest is go to City Hall. I mean,
just go to City Hall.
There. Yeah, they have papers in there, and they can just sign up there.
Yeah. Okay. And so the number, though, to City Hall, I always ask that question. You'd think I'd know it.
5440.
5440.
Yes.
336 5440. You know, you put those numbers in your cell phone, and you don't.
Yeah.
And then the park number
is 336 5448.
5448. Yeah. So, and that way, if anyone still, boys and girls, wants to sign up for those, that's, what's the age on that again?
3 through 8, it's boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
T-ball and through coach pitch.
Yeah. Okay. Little leagues, cut off already on that.
Yes.
That'll start in 2 weeks.
That'll start the 27th.
Yeah. And then the older kids, what about, can anybody sign up for that? If they've not, that'll just be the Little League.
Little League is about ready to start.
We don't have the
Babe Ruth or nothing like that.
Babe Ruth.
No, that traveling ball is taking over Babe Ruth.
I know.
And it's about ready to take over Little League. Because 15 years ago, when our district had 8 teams in it. Now we have 4 because travel ball has taken over. And matter of fact, I had 2 kids, good ball players. They playing travel ball in Danville, and the travel team won't let them play in the league if they're playing travel ball. So that you know, small towns, that hurts.
It does. It really does. Yeah. I don't understand that myself, but anyway, I'd much rather just stay at home and go out to the park than I would be traveling all over the state and out of the state.
Roughly about $500-600 a weekend.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I guess we got some wealthy families around here.
I reckon. And you know, we do have a traveling. Our 12U have a traveling team with Leonard Abel and that group. You know, they just go to Harrisburg, Danville, and local. You know, and play on weekends. But these other teams out of county, they go to Indianapolis. They go to different places like that. So you know, I'm not a believer in traveling ball, even in basketball or baseball, because especially basketball. I think in basketball, it's you get bad fundamentals. And in baseball, I really don't like it either, because of the fact that, you know, they'll pitch that kid on Friday for about 80 pitches, and they'll pitch him again Saturday, 50, 60 pitches. That's not good. So
no. And I think what happens too is you get burned out, and then you don't want to play, you know, anymore at all. So because it's just, there's nothing, you know, you're doing it all the time. And
it's been several kids, got 10, 11-year-olds already, they call it Tommy John elbow, but Little League, they call it something else. So
From where they've been throwing too much.
Throwing too much.
So, well, we've got a great park, and we're very proud of our park, and it's a great facility. And we've got an indoor batting facility.
Yes.
And so, if anybody needs a little help with their ball pitching or with their
Hitting, I'm not much
hitting,
of a pitcher.
Hitting
I could help them out
rather.
a little bit.
You can see Bernard,
Yep.
or sign up with Bernard to play.
I don't have any problem.
Yeah.
But that, I always told even high school kids, our local high schools use the cages, facilities. Like, there's no excuse not hitting now. You know, you got the indoor facilities, and there's no reason why you can't hit.
Yeah.
It's your own fault if you can't hit now.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a great facility, so yeah. So, well, Bernard, I want to congratulate you on all your years and thank you for your service to Washington County and to our ball teams. And but now you're not going anywhere as park director right now.
No,
you're going to hang around for a while, aren't you?
Hang around a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for everything, and we look forward to seeing you at the park. And because I know you're not going to give everything up.
No, no. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, yep.